So, if you feel like your parents aren't that much of like bad people, I'm sure you could probably sue them like this Indian man did. Because in 2019, an Indian man announced that he was going to file a lawsuit against his parents for giving birth to him. His claim was that he didn't consent to being born, therefore, his parents shouldn't pay maintenance for the rest of his life. Now, I don't know how Indian parents would probably react to this, but I know how African parents probably would. Because some of us have some of those parents that decide, you know what? If that's the case, then since you didn't consent to being born, I'm sure we can just kill you and go and try again. And they're probably serious about such a statement. The other side of this is probably when they tell you, all right, you also didn't consent to living with us, so pack up your shit and leave. Which does get me thinking, how exactly would Indian parents react to this?
And we want to welcome all y'all to Fan of a Fan, and this is strictly only for the fans.
Because I've actually tried wrapping my head around this, and I probably do need to talk to one or two of my Indian friends about this. Because you think about it, by the time you're going to sue your parents for such a thing, or at least announce that you're going to sue for such a thing, you kind of have to contemplate the kind of repercussions that are supposed to come about. And the worst part about it isn't the fact that you can't do it, it's just what happens as you're doing it. You'll probably get kicked out. There'll probably be an intervention with all your aunts and uncles. And with Indians, it's like everyone knows each other, so all your relatives will appear and all of them will try and talk to you and ask you if something's wrong. They'll probably have this combined decision where they decide to take you to a rehab, and at some point they might just leave you there and just pay for shit and say, make sure this guy never gets out for the rest of his life. But at least I have been treated well enough by my parents that I haven't considered this. And also, I know that if I did try that with my parents, the kicking out option would be very potent. But, anyways, that aside, we do have a podcast to begin, and I have a recurring guest today. I might as well bring her in. So, in typical fashion, welcome to Break Time on West Side, your number one break time podcast, coming to you from Nairobi, Kenya. The man on the mic is a man whose parents have not kicked him out of the house just yet. He is a man who still considers skipping leg day as a form of workout. It is none other than your tall, dark, and mildly handsome man, Sir Denver B. The show is Fan of a Fan, the holiday show where I get to call somebody who is a fan of the podcast just to come in and deliver their thoughts and comments and have a discussion with me as we discuss very, very interesting matters. Now, my guest this time is somebody that we have listened to before. She is a fan favorite of sorts because apparently a lot of women liked her. And for some reason, I'd have gotten someone else, but I did not get the option of doing that. Probably because everyone cancelled on me. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Nelima.
Hi, I'm not sure how I feel about being a consolation prize, but okay. I'm back.
You'd have probably treated me the exact same way.
Probably was, but we're not measuring toxicity. Anyway.
Exactly. Well, at least now we can both agree that we're toxic.
Yeah. Well, you was, but yeah.
Yeah, welcome back to the podcast.
Thank you.
I was honestly trying to find someone else, but at some point I just realized that it was your number left. So I had to do something with it.
Can you just try flat with me? That works. Not necessarily invite me to your podcast.
All right. How's your sexy self been?
Oh, fucking amazing. I see. That was easy.
Oh, I am legit going to cut out this flirting bits.
I know.
I am honestly cutting out the flirting bits.
It's fine.
Anyways, you good?
I am.
Welcome back, especially considering that this is like in a row. Like the previous Tuesday episode, you were on it. Now this Tuesday's episode, you're in it as well.
Consistency.
Like, at this rate, I might as well just have you on the podcast permanently.
I know. You probably annoy me, and I like you now. But thank you.
Now?
Yeah, I like you now.
I thought I was likable for good.
Okay, I guess.
Thank you. Anyways, I'm hoping that you had a good look at what it is that I sent you, because it is our topic of today. To kind of give people an idea of what it is that I intended on talking about, this was actually something that I discussed on a Tweet Street episode about 3 weeks ago, and it was this whole thing on cheating respectfully. Now, it came from a video from a certain reality TV show. I'm not gonna mention names and shit because I forgot, but I will play it for you guys, then we can go into discussing it again.
I believe in cheating respectfully. I never tell my man, like, oh, you can go cheat on me.
So cheating respectfully to me is cheating where I don't find out, is having control over your other women, is using condoms and not having babies. Like, treat respectfully, because believe it or not, your man is cheating. But I'm not leaving my man over a one-night stand with a period.
I will only leave my man for three things. You bring me home an STD, you have a baby on me, or if you gay. Everything else is work outable for me.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Nelima,
Yeah. Oh my God.
after listening to all of this, is it something that seems like it would be a good option for you?
God no.
The idea of
God no.
cheating respectfully?
Mm-mm. No.
Why the hell not? Why the hell is it a problem? Because it actually does seem to fulfill two problems that women seem to be having with guys. Because if the man is taking care of you, which is problem number one, and two, the guy is not bringing home any of those three issues, which is STDs, babies, and I don't know, bad drama, why would that be a problem? Just let the guy go and, lay his pipe with a bunch of one-night stands here and there. At least he's coming back home.
Okay, so quick question. Am I allowed to do the same? No, cheat respectfully.
No, you don't need to cheat.
But I thought we're just being here equal partners. So if you cheat respectfully, I do the same.
Well, that could be something that can be worked on. But at the same time, you never asked for cheating privileges before.
Yeah,
Like,
but I'm just
you
being
wanted
fair.
to be in the partnership. I'm just asking for cheating privileges right now.
I'm actually very needy-ish. Well, no, generally very needy. So I don't understand this sharing bit.
Okay.
Like, I don't understand why I'll be okay with someone cheating on me.
All right. Let's assume that this man is fulfilling your needs. All of them. He takes care of you. He gets you what you want. He makes sure you and the kids are well taken care of. The house is nice. There's probably a little something here and there every couple of weeks. Maybe you guys can go on a holiday, relive your honeymoon times and shit. But this man still wants to go and bang a couple of people here and there on the outside. Is that still a problem? He is fulfilling your needy side, right?
No, but like, I genuinely don't want someone that cheats on me. So you're not fulfilling all my needs because you're disrespecting me either way. Because if you cheat sexually, that's fine.
How is that disrespectful?
Because I don't want to be cheated on. When you got into a relationship with me, you agreed on us being monogamous. That means literally my vagina is all you're seeing.
Okay,
so I don't understand the
Now that you've
curiosity.
mentioned something interesting, cheating physically, let me ask you this. If, and this is a very big if, if this man is cheating physically but not emotionally, like this man can go and hit any other vagina, and I mean anything else, whether it's a woman, whether it's a donkey, whether it is a trans, he will hit any and every vagina, but you are the only woman that he thinks about, that he cares about, that he feels for. Would you allow him?
God no, because you're not thinking about me either way. Because if you're sleeping with someone else,
He is. It's just casual.
Yeah, can you just be casual? I'm genuinely. I wear glasses. I have dreads. I can be your boys with my specs on. I can be that shorty you saw in the club one the next day with my turban. I don't know why you need to see other people. Like, I'm not even done seeing myself.
Yeah, but your vagina can be 30. Doesn't mean that it'll be 20 or 18 or 32 or 45. Like,
Neither will you.
sometimes variety is good.
But now the thing is, and I still go back to, if you met me and we agreed on monogamy, you should have told me, bro, I don't see myself doing this monogamy nonsense. I'm like, easy, you go look for a shorty that's okay with being cheated on respectfully. For me, respect is you're coming home to me. Of course, you'll meet a girl that will make you laugh. Most probably, I've met guys that are hilarious. I don't sleep with them. I come back home to your dad jokes. That's relationships.
But they're good jokes.
Well, yeah, but like they're funnier people. So there's nothing like cheating respectfully. It's just, I think women have accepted such a bare minimum that now we're just bargaining with the little that we get.
Is it really a bare minimum though? Like, it feels like an agreement, kind of like the same way marriage is.
But it's not an agreement.
I'm just asking, it's an agreement really. It's me just saying, you know what, I don't want to disrespect you by doing it behind your back. I'd rather you know that I'm doing it and that I'm doing it safely, that I still care about you, and that it's only casual, so that you don't have to feel like I am not thinking of you, that I don't care about us. Like, this is me saying that I care about us in a way that still fulfills my needs but fulfills your needs as well, especially since you're needy, like you said.
But you see, and I mean this in the least offensive way possible, men are just generally very selfish. Because as much
It's not being
no,
selfish.
as much as you're putting it in the, oh, I'm here to fulfill your needs, you're fulfilling my needs to a point that works for you. But when at moment I tell you my needs include you not sleeping with other people, then that becomes, we can compromise on this, but we can't. If it's sexual beings, we're both sexual beings. So if you feel the need to
Some of us are hypersexual.
most probably you'll attracting crazy hypersexual shorties. So if you will sleep around, your girl can. And men need to understand that women can sleep around more than they can.
Okay.
If women did. Yeah. So to a point, you're telling me, I love you, but I want to sleep around. So it's not, you don't love me enough. You just love me to the point that it works for you. And it just doesn't sound fun.
All right. So now that you've said that and you have, spoken for yourself, let me ask you to speak for your women for a little bit, okay?
Yeah.
Because at this point, this is something that I think should be addressed.
Yeah.
Now, while I had gotten this video off of IG, off of Twitter, when I was scrolling through the comments, there was something that I noticed which was very interesting. A lot of people were saying that the babes that were discussing this, and more specifically the babe that was agreeing to this and brought out the whole idea of cheating respectfully, the only reason why she was doing it and allowing such a thing to happen is because she happens to have a guy who makes a lot of money.
Yeah.
So, that being said, let me ask, why is it that babes are so ready to compromise on a lot of the things that sometimes they believe in simply because the guy has money, and a lot of it?
Because the money can pay for therapy. If you're getting a soft life, you can get psychological help on the side. Plus, capitalism.
So, first of all, capitalism has nothing to do here.
I blame you for everything, but I understand because sometimes you try and imagine going back to most women that are okay with this is because they're not financially independent. So you're trying to imagine going back to not having this amount of money. You're like, imagine, babe, do you?
Actually, funny enough, a lot of the babes that say this are people who are like grown human beings like me and you, and some of them are actually working and doing pretty well. And I'd probably like to think that because he is fulfilling the needs that you have, or at least the monetary ones, in that he's paying for shit, he's handling the bills, he's taking care of the house in terms of like, paying the rent or the mortgage and, like paying everyone that works there. I'm thinking if he took care of that and he still gives you your regular strokes, then probably you'd allow him. You can go screw whoever it is that you want. I don't need to know, but all I know is that you're screwing somebody. So why is that such a thing for women? Because ideally, what you're telling me is the soft life can pay for therapy, right?
Yeah.
And if the soft life can be used to pay for the therapy, then that means that we can allow him to do whatever it is that he wants now that he's taken care of you, right?
Yeah, but I said some women. I'm not those women first because I'm never ashamed of coming back to my father's house. I'll literally just pack my things. I'm like, you feel like sleeping around, laying pipes everywhere, being mviri and kupanda miti kila pahali, being our own karura. Easy, bro. I'm going back to my mother's house.
No, but this is someone who's choosing to do it in a responsible manner, kind of like the same way people embrace drinking. Because ideally, it's one of those pastime casual things that people will do. So you think about it, if this guy is responsible and he uses a condom, doesn't get any babe pregnant, doesn't do it in the light of day, doesn't do it at home where all of you kind of congregate and live and, you, him, and the kids and shit. And he does it low-key, he does it with a bunch of random babes, but he makes sure that he's responsible. Is there really a problem with it?
I don't know. I've been single for a bit too long, so I don't know if relationships have changed. But I wouldn't. Again, I usually say from the beginning, the foundation of a relationship should be it. For me, I'll be like, babe, I want someone monogamous. If you feel like your money is buying you the ability to sleep around, be with a shorty that understands that. For me, I'm okay with a man that lives miles away from me because I don't need the constant meetup. But I don't want you sleeping around. But if you do sleep around, I feel like you should also know I'm probably doing it too.
Wait, so you're telling me that you wouldn't mind letting your man be open with his encounters, but at the same time you're saying that you're okay with having a long distance relationship?
Yeah. I know double standards.
It's not about double standards here. It's about how much you're willing to give up for what? Because honestly, this man is still coming back to you. He'll still treat you like you're the number one woman in his life. But like distance, as in
I don't want
the numbers is the problem for you, and yet there's distance on the other side.
like miles we can deal with. We can FaceTime, have phone calls, we can text. Other women, I can't. Because now, other women, there's always that girl you'll sleep with that probably will like you. It's a whole lot of drama. People are always like, put your women away. But men don't know how to put women away. So it's so much baggage that I would rather not have. Like, you used to masturbate as a kid. You can do it now as an adult if you feel the need to have sex all the time.
But would you allow me to masturbate though? Will you allow me to do it when I'm married? Wouldn't you be the same person that will come and say, but you have a wife, why are you doing that?
No, babe. Sometimes my jaw is just tired, so I can't do it. So, talk to your hand.
Wow, this is tough.
But it's just compromise just depends on how far you're willing to go. For me, I'm not willing to stay with someone that cheats just because they're giving me money. But I'm willing to stay with someone whose job takes him away from me for like 3-4 months.
Because of the money, or just because, I don't know, the distance doesn't cause an issue?
It doesn't cause an issue for me. Plus, it's actually nice. The distance makes the heart grow fonder or something like that.
Okay, interesting. So now this is the proof that we needed, that, a babe doesn't need inches. She needs miles. So, just take a couple of thousand.
Yeah.
But okay, now on that whole thing, considering that you already put your stance, no one should do it to you, you will not accept it.
Yeah.
Do you think that it's like a societal thing that we're actually getting to a stage where we're glorifying money? Or at least that a lot of you are glorifying money as women? Because a lot of us guys, if we had a babe that made a lot more than us, we'd still expect to be treated the same exact way, right? We'd still expect her to fulfill her motherly and wifely duties, right? And on top of that, we still expect her to be faithful to us. So if we were to walk in and find her screwing somebody else, we wouldn't care if she made more money, if she made money and we don't. We just pack up and leave. And probably the best that we'd say is, I'm done.
Yeah.
But with a lot of women, they're usually okay. Well, I don't say okay, but it's like now the whole soft life bit kind of comes into play where they're like, yes, he cheats, but I can pay for therapy now.
Yeah.
Would you say that it's actually a thing where we're actually glorifying money?
Well, yeah, but it's been there since our ancestors. A woman will marry someone that's old just because he has more cows. So they have this idea that he'll take care of her more than someone that has 3 or 4 cows.
Okay.
And then we have always been exchanged for money as women, for dowry, for...
That's not an exchange.
It's an understanding.
That is not...
Well, not every woman consented to. So now that we've grown and we're like, okay, we can make this money work for us, we willingly accept it because we're like, there's this book I read that says every woman is a prostitute. It just depends on what she's
Wait, who the hell said that?
It's Ethiopian, Egyptian woman that say that it just depends on, even a wife is a prostitute, it just depends on how expensive you are. So when you figure out that money can work for you, you just decide, okay, this man is cheating on me, but I can put like a couple of millions away, build my own house, and then leave him. So you're willing to stay through the process because you've been told how this is what money does. And then men have also been raised to financially give us things. So when a man decides to give you this thing for an exchange for me to cheat on you, a woman will be like, easy, I'm just here piling, getting mileage so I can leave and go some other place where I'm treated better. Most of these relationships actually end with that, and then the woman ends up marrying a pool boy or the gardener, someone else.
Okay. At least I'm not the one who called women prostitutes.
No, but it's actually... But it's actually true. It just depends on what you're selling and how expensive you are.
Okay, but clarification though, like if you actually look into dowry is actually a form of appreciation. Because I know the minute you make it seem like it's an exchange, it kind of makes the woman look like a commodity. And honestly, I don't think you guys want to be factored in as a commodity.
No, we don't.
Even though you guys want to be called, snacks, full meal.
As in, yeah.
Stuff like that.
Yeah. But we don't want to be commodities as they stated.
Exactly, Otherwise, I'll be exchanging these babes for fresh and cows every single day.
Wait, quick question: will you be okay with a woman that sleeps around respectfully?
Well, that's a bit hard to say. Would I be okay with a woman who cheats around respectfully? One part of my requirements as a guy is somebody who will perform, wifely and motherly duties. And that will require her to nurture and take care of of all of us as a family, you know, me, her, and whatever kids I'll have running around. And for her to do that and also go and work, if she has time to start sleeping around, I'm questioning if she's doing enough for the family. Like, she better do everything and not have enough time to go and cheat. Like, at least for me, I know I am going out, I am working, I am coming back home. If on the way home I happen to pick somebody and go lay pipe at a lodge, maybe. If it's during lunchtime, maybe. But if I can get myself back home, considering that I have done what I am required to do as a man, which is provide, in that case at least, and be a good father figure, then by the time I am done with all of that, I know that I'll have the time to do it. With her, if she has time to do that, then there's something that she's not doing correctly.
What if she's just gone to buy groceries and then, on the way home, she decides to take a detour, but everything's taken care of?
So I'm supposed to have my dinner 1 hour later because she decided to take a detour.
What? I didn't get it clearly.
How is everything taken care of if she's gone to buy groceries?
She's going to buy food for you guys
How is
to
it
eat in
taken
the
care
evening.
of when... Yeah, she's going to buy food so that she can cook for me and my children. So am I supposed to receive my dinner, which comes in the evening, 1 hour later simply because she wanted to go and get pipe?
Yeah.
Isn't she doing a little less as a wife and mother and home giver?
What if she's dropping the kids at school and she's fucking the teacher? Isn't everything taken care of?
Then she isn't looking at the kids' homework or asking the teacher how the kids are doing. She's busy asking the teacher how his dick is doing.
Yeah.
And that's a problem. She's not doing enough.
Babe, I feel like when we get married, you need to be the husband, and then I promise to bring in the money. On my way home, I won't pass through a lodging. Maybe on the weekends, but like not Monday to Friday.
We'll see if that ever happens, and we'll probably get down to seeing if this thing could actually happen. But anyways, that being said, thank you so much for being a part of the podcast. And thank you so much for coming through on such short notice. And thank you to you, the listener, for actually listening all the way till the end. If you have any thoughts, comments, or feedback, considering that the both of us could not come to a proper agreement on this, feel free to drop your thoughts and comments on the IG page at Breaktime on Westside. On Facebook, it is also at Breaktime on Westside. And on Twitter, it is at Bagaka the D, which happens to be my personal Twitter handle. If you are listening on Castbox, feel free to drop your thoughts and comments below, and I will attend to them accordingly. And I will catch you guys on the next break. Take care.